Today, Selena Bennett of the Communities in School joins us, and Communities in Schools is an amazing organization, and you're doing amazing work.
Thank you very much.
What are you doing?
We're doing a lot.
Welcome, by the way.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank you for having me back. First of all, we are an amazing organization because of the fact that we have a great staff.
Yes.
And we are serving students in Wayne County Public Schools through two major programs. One is our teen court program that serves students basically ages 12 to 18 who are first-time juvenile offenders. They've made a mistake, and teen court provides them with an opportunity, an educational opportunity, to correct that mistake and to learn from what they have done so that they do not get mixed up in the juvenile justice system at an early age.
And let me interject something here. This is not playing games. This is very, very real. This takes place in a courtroom.
Yes.
With real judges.
Yes.
With real people.
Correct.
And this is a 100% legitimate courtroom.
Yes, it is.
This is not play acting. This is real.
This is real. There are many, many layers involved in the teen court program. I have a young girl running the program who has a law degree.
Boy, is she good.
She's very good. She trains the teen attorneys, and she works with all of the volunteers, both the adults and the students. So there's the volunteer side of it. And then the other side of it is the defendants that are sent to us either from school resource officers or from district court. And I have to put in a plug here for United Way because that particular program is funded through the Juvenile Crime Prevention Council of Wayne County and United Way. Right. And if it were not for the United Way dollars, we would not be allowed to serve the 16 to 18-year-old age group. Right. And as you might guess, Wayne, the 16 to 18-year-old age group is crucial because their junior and senior year of high school, if they get mixed up and wind up in the criminal justice system, they may not have the opportunities for college scholarships, for the military. Right. There are a lot of things that choices and options are taken away from them if they have a criminal record. Right. So, therefore, the importance of the United Way dollars. So, the teen court thing is just one of the things that we do.
Yes.
Then we have the Success Coach program in 6 schools.
6?
6 schools, 3 high schools, right. Southern Wayne High, Spring Creek High, and Goldsboro High School. And then we have 3 middle schools that feed into those high schools. We have Mount Olive Middle, Brogdon Middle, and Grantham Middle. Okay. And what we do at those schools is work with the school staff that's already in place. We work through their leadership team, assessing the needs, whether it be attendance or academics, whatever the need is, then we assist them in case managing students that we can help to pull through and help them to be successful.
And I happen to know from, I guess it was your visit 2 or 3 times back, of the success rate.
Yes.
Which is extremely high.
Yes, it is very high.
Whatever you're doing right.
Well, last year, 94% of the students that we worked with achieved their academic goals.
Now that's 94%, which is almost all of them.
Yes, and that was academic. 95% of the students that we served improved their behavior goals.
Wow.
And 100% of the students that we served graduated last year.
That's amazing.
Now, we realize we don't serve every single student,
right.
but we're looking at the students that we case managed and that we worked with.
And these are students who were probably headed down the wrong path.
Well, and for lots of different reasons. They may not have had the support that they needed at home. They may have simply needed that additional person to come in and work with them because having been a classroom teacher, I know that as a classroom teacher, you cannot do everything that you want to do or that you need to do for every child in your room.
Right.
And so we come in and work with the schools. And that is not to take anything away from the schools because they're doing an awesome job and they have a very hard job to do. Last year in teen court, we served 132 youth.
Really?
So that is 132 students that we helped to keep them from getting mixed up in the criminal justice system. And hopefully they will never be repeat offenders.
And there are safeguards against that happening.
Yes, yes.
And you don't just put them back out there. You
Oh,
follow
no.
them. You
We follow up.
You follow up closely.
We do follow up very closely. I do have 2 new success coaches right now.
Oh.
Celia James, who had been with us for several years at Grantham Middle, had the opportunity to move to Charlotte to be closer to her grandchildren. And so we hired Debbie Brantham. Debbie is a retired school media center coordinator here in Wayne County. And so she's very well grounded in the community. She knows Grantham community. She knows many of the staff and the students. So she was a great fit to go to Grantham. We have hired Terry McKay to go to Mount Olive Middle. Mary Kay James surprised me right after Christmas by telling me that she was going to be one of the 2 people hired to work with the school improvement grant for Wayne County Public Schools.
Okay.
So Mary Kay has gone back to full-time work for Wayne County. Fortunately, Terry McKay was already working at Mount Olive Middle as a Title I tutor.
Oh.
So we were able to pull her in. There again, it's very important that the success coaches know the staff and the community that they're working with. So both Terry McKay and Debbie Brantham have been off and running over these past few weeks.
Well, that's great. And those are good fits, both of them.
They are both
Yes,
excellent fits.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we highlighted in our newsletter is that 2 of our very, very active teen court judges have just been elected as judges here.
These are teen court judges?
Yes.
I know who you're talking about.
Will Bland, who
Yes.
has been a very great supporter of teen court, has just been elected as a Superior Court judge.
Yes.
And Curtis Stackhouse has just been elected as a District Court judge. He also has been very active in working with our teen court program. So I think that says something to you about the kind of supporters that we have for that program. And I brought a story that I want to share.
You're going to tell a story?
I'm going to share a story with you. And I'm not going to tell you the name of the school because I don't want to divulge too much information.
I understand.
But one of my success coaches submitted a story in our newsletter, and it was about a starfish charm. Basically, what her part of this article says is that she had been very closely watching one of her students, and this was what she considered one of her starfish. And she said, "This year has been trying as I watched one of my starfish almost lose their way." This particular student is now a senior, ready for early graduation in January, and she was beginning to see things fall apart for this child. So to make a long story short, this child got in touch with her, got back on track, and pulled this child back in. Let me read you the child's story, because this is where you really see what we do.
Okay.
She says, "Those who truly know us for who we are the people that have the most influence in our lives. In this case, it's actually a program with 2 of the most incredible people that I have met in my high school. They are my success coaches. I've only known them 4 years, but in these 4 years, they have definitely impacted my life and helped me decide what career path that I would like to take in life. They both take the time to get to know each student that they help, and I am not an open book, but my success coaches seem to understand and give me great advice, either with school or with personal problems. Before I met them, my life was overwhelming, and as a young teenager, you think your life is coming to an end. I wanted to give up in life and school, but they both pushed and pushed for me to keep going in life." And her story that she shares goes on and on, but she says, "But when my senior year came around, I lost my motivation. to continue school and to do good in life. And I made a wrong decision, and I was going to drop out. My counselor told my success coaches, and they were so upset with me. Not only did I disappoint them, but I disappointed everyone else that had believed in me. I realized that it was a mistake, and I came back to school the next day, and I stayed focused, and I didn't miss any more school. I graduate this June thanks to the people that believed in me, but especially to those 2 success coaches for never losing hope and motivating me to do better in life.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
we know that our classroom teachers do this every day as well.
Yes.
This is a student that, in addition to the classroom teachers, there were 2 more people there working with her to pull her along. And this is why, this is one example of a starfish that we have helped to motivate. And teachers are working with starfish every day of their lives.
You know, it's good that not all teenagers go through bad times or hard times. Not
That's
all
right.
of them do. Some of them go through good times. But it's those that, and they'll do fine in school, but it's
Yes.
those that are going through the difficult times that you
That's
really
right.
have to try and push along.
And you never know how one word of kindness or motivation or encouragement is going to cause a child to think about all that they have and all that they really can do. So that was my success story
Wow.
for the week.
That's a good one.
And that brings me to fundraiser.
Oh, boy.
It's already fundraiser time,
Is it
and
fundraiser time?
I'm bringing you an official invitation, March 31st,
Right?
from 6 until 9 p.m. at the Terrace Room. $40 a person, $70 a couple. A wonderful evening in downtown Goldsboro. You get to be in the Terrace Room, look out over all of the beautiful development in Goldsboro. This is our major fundraiser for the year.
Right.
And of course, I need to sell tickets.
Yes, you do.
And I'm looking for sponsorships.
Sponsorships. How
Yes.
does one become a sponsor?
You would call me and write me a check.
Okay.
It's very easy. I can tell you exactly what to do.
Okay.
Our levels this year are $1,000 for a platinum sponsor, and I have to tell you, we already have 1 confirmed and 1 more on the way.
Wonderful.
And if you're a platinum sponsor, you get a table for your guest. We give you 8 tickets and a table for the evening.
Wow.
Gold sponsors $500, silver $250, and bronze $100. And with all of those levels of sponsorships, you receive a designated number of tickets. Now, if you are a business owner and you would like to donate something for our silent auction,
Can we do that?
you can do that.
Whoa.
We will have gift baskets that are completely filled with donated items.
Great.
And we will have a silent auction over in the side room at the Terrace Room. Last year was the first year that we did this. We had great response. We will also have 1 big raffle item.
Oh.
Last year we raffled a Yeti cooler. We're looking for an even bigger item this year. So if you have questions, you can call me at 919-735-1432. You can email me, sbennett@ciswayne.org, or you can go to our website and see all of these wonderful things that we have talked about this morning. wayne.communitiesinsschools.org.
Wow. So did you say that was 735-1432?
I did.
I thought you did.
I
That
did.
was 735-1432.
And it's sbennett@ciswayne.org.
And it's sbennett@ciswayne.org.
Wayne. Yes.
Thank you very much.
And these wonderful newsletters are email newsletters, and you can subscribe to them through our website.
And I was going to ask you about that.
Yes, go to our website. There's a little link up there at the top. You click on subscribe, put your email in, boom, you've got it.
I get it.
Good for you.
I get it. I've been subscribing to this for a long time. There's a lot of great information.
There
on there.
is a lot of information.
Again, that's ciswayne.org, right?
That's it.
Outstanding.
You got it.
So we've got the new people.
Yes.
And story.
Yes.
We have the fundraiser.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
I think for today that probably covers it. Unless you want me to go on a while longer, I could go back through this newsletter and just keep pulling out all kinds of things.
We're going to have to save something for the next time. How's that?
Okay,
Selena?
that works.
Selena Bennett is Communities in Schools Executive Director. We appreciate so much your being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.